tassa bhagavato arahato sammāsambuddhasa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sammāsambuddhasa. Amid the fullness of the world, with all of its stories and dramas, conflicts and joys, amid all the worldly winds of gain and loss, pleasure and pain, fame and ill repute, we take the seat of the Buddha, which is a way of saying we bring the body into stillness. And we set down the impulses toward movement, energetic, physical, mental, emotional, that usually define our days. And the seat could be in the physical posture of sitting cross-legged or on a bench or chair. It could be standing. It could be lying down. But the heart of the posture of the Buddha is steadiness, relaxation, being at ease with this moment of life unfolding. And if we're not at ease, as paradoxical as it seems, being at ease with dis-ease. And this is mysterious. If as you begin to sit, there's generally a tone of happiness or ease, then delighting in that, gratitude for that, feeling the pleasure of being at ease, and let that encourage the stillness to deepen. But if as you arrive in stillness there's discomfort in the broken heart, dis-ease through any of the parts of our experience, we invite a spacious, loving witness, presence with this experience, even a loving intimacy with this experience. We don't have an agenda to change an unpleasant moment into a pleasant one. But to learn to find pleasure in presence itself. This can feel like all of the senses coming alive, buzzing through the whole body, vibration, the sense of space around the body, through the body. You might deepen the breath to meet this moment's fullness of sensation. with everything that's swirling around, inviting a fullness of energy, a fullness of presence. And so we're grounding into the body, resting in this moment, with the heart and mind coming home to the body, and present with everything that colors this moment, all of the stories and dramas going on, sounds near and far. Everything we know about what's happening in the world right now is right here, all around us, without needing to think about the world or the dramas. And there's just a force or an energy present that you can feel. And the energy of compassion is an energy of listening, of bearing witness, of caring. And it listens for the truth of suffering, the song of distress, of grieving. But to enter into the field of compassion, the field of bearing witness, we want to stay grounded in the body, present in the here and now, while there's the sense of an open awareness of the world all around us, all of the knowledge we carry about the world around us, not just in the immediate sensory field, but out into our neighborhoods and communities and cities and nations and world. And it's a feature of our modern life that we have so much information about what's happening all over the world. And as animals, we have never really had this much information before. And so we need the power of universal compassion and equanimity more than ever. And so one way to find this is not to focus on any one situation calling our attention, although you can do that as a way to focus the feeling in the heart. You can also rest with the knowing, really the cumulative felt sense of sorrow or grief, or just the fullness of life on this beautiful earth for so many beings with So many stories and challenges. And holding all of that in the field of the heart. We allow the feeling to expand in response. We allow the sense of listening and caring to expand outward in all directions to meet the world as it is. Not to hold on or cling to anything, but to make contact in a non-discriminating sort of way with everything. So you might try this on as a somatic intention. Make the awareness very spacious, all around the body. Stay with the whole body as a vibrating field of presence and feeling. And then allow this full sense of ourself and our presence to meet the world as we know it. And just breathing with the field of fullness, of complexity of experience, of suffering, mixed with joy. The field of everything that is the world. And the tone of the heart that can meet that, we might call compassion. The feeling with. So playing with the fullness of the body, meeting the fullness of the world. Just beginning to rest there. Letting the individual dramas of our own lives be part of the mix, but not in the foreground. So we'll practice in this way. Full body breathing meets the knowing of suffering in the world with a pervasive, spacious listening that stays grounded in the body, but can expand to hold everything as it comes and goes. Coming to the end of our sitting, we'll do a short chant, beginning with the homage to the Buddha, and then we'll together to remind the heart of the foundational practice of non-harming, wise action. We'll begin just with the homage to the Buddha at the bottom of the page here, 3 times in Pāli and English. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sammāsambuddhasa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sammāsambuddhasa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sammāsambuddhasa. Homage to the blessed, noble, and perfectly enlightened one. Homage to the blessed, noble, and perfectly enlightened one. Homage to the blessed, noble, and perfectly enlightened one. And then we'll sing together the 5 precepts. So if you're in a space where you can make sound, feel free to chant along. It's best to stay muted for the mixture of sound, but we'll pretend that we can hear each other. And for these, I'll sing through the precepts in Pāli, and then we'll, sorry about that. I'll sing through them in Pāli and then in English. Panatipata veramani sikapatang sammadhiyami. Adinadana veramani sikapatang sammadhiyami. Kame sumi chachara veramani sikapatang sammadhiyami. Musawada veramani sikapatang sammadhiyami. Suramiraya manjapamadhatana veramani sikapatang sammadhiyami. Idam me silam agapalanyanasa pachayo hotu. I undertake the precept to refrain from taking the life of any living creature. I undertake the precept to refrain from taking that which is not given. I undertake the precept to refrain from sexual misconduct. I undertake the precept to refrain from lying. I undertake the precept to refrain from consuming intoxicating drink and drugs which lead to carelessness. By the discipline of ethics, may I realize the path and fruit of practice.